Good morning, all of you, and welcome to the further explanation of the lesson Kabuliwala by Rabindranath Tagore. Okay, in the last class, we have already seen the close friendship, the tender friendship between Kabuliwala and Mini. And Kabuliwala, he was successful in his attempt to win Mini, mainly by his tender, pure love, and also by giving the dry fruits. Though many people doubted the deep friendship between Mini and Kabuliwala, especially people doubted mainly that Kabuliwala is a stranger, outsider, he's a foreigner. So even they told narrator should be careful of that Kabuliwala. And even Mini's mother, she also doubted Kabuliwala as a child lifter. But narrator, he had a firm belief and he would be very happy to see the tender love, the pure love of Kabuliwala to his daughter Mini. So he didn't give any person to doubt, or he didn't get the chance to doubt that Kabuliwala. But one bad morning, Kabuliwala, he was taken by the police. That is, he was surrounded by the police. He was surrounded by the police and crowd. His hands were handcuffed, and his dress, on his dress, he had blood stains. And one of the police, he had been carrying a knife. So the picture, the scene, very clear. Kabuliwala had committed a crime. He had tried to kill someone, murder someone with that knife. So only he had been handcuffed. So only he had been being carried by that police. And so here that thus the thing is clear. Kabuliwala had committed a crime. Okay, what is that crime? Later, the narrator, he was very shocked to see Kabuliwala in that plight, in that very bad condition. So he collected information from the people who have gathered by the crowd, and the information which the narrator collected, it was mainly that Kabuliwala, he had tried to murder, he had attempted to murder one of his customers. Okay, when he asked the reason, mainly because Kabuliwala, as the narrator had been observing, he's a very nice person, he is a very tender person. How can Kabuliwala murder a customer, murder a person? So somewhat unbelievable. So when the narrator, he collected the information why this Kabuliwala had attempted a murder, so he got the information mainly, that is Kabuliwala, of course, he was a dry fruit seller. At the same time, he sells seasonal goods. Seller of seasonal goods mainly means the things which are selling the things, goods which are available in that particular season. For example, in the month of that is during the month of April, May, June, we do get the mangoes. So during that period, the seller, he sells mainly the mangoes. And in some other season, he gets some other fruits or some other goods, and he sells those things. That means he sells the things, the goods which are available in that particular market. So that is, though as already told, Kabuliwala, though he is basically originally a dry fruit seller, he also sells some seasonal goods. Thus once he also sold Rampuri shawl to one of the customers. And later, actually, Kabuliwala, he didn't get the money immediately by selling the goods. But when he becomes ready to return to his native, during almost 1 month, usually in the month of January, almost in the middle of January, he is to return his home by collecting the money from all the people. So in in the month of December, January, he becomes very busy, mainly collecting the money. So when he went to collect the money from that from his customer to whom he has sold Rampuri shawl, that customer, he mainly denied of getting that Rampuri shawl. He mainly told he didn't buy any Rampuri shawl from that Kabuliwala. So Kabuliwala, by his own money, he had purchased that shawl with the hope this customer later definitely he will return that he will return the money. That is that confidence he had, that belief he had. But that customer, he mainly spoiled that belief of Kabuliwala. So in that heat of excitement, Rahman, he stabbed his customer. He mainly hit that customer with his knife. Usually Kabuliwala, he used to carry the knife mainly because he has to go to so many villages, so many interior places all alone. So just to protect himself, for his safety, usually he carries a knife. So with that knife only, that is, it was not the intention of a Kabuliwala to murder or to murder that customer. But in that heat of excitement, in that anger, when Kabuliwala failed to control himself, when he lost complete patience, he mainly stabbed him. He mainly hit that customer with a knife. So only he has been handcuffed and has been covered by the police. So when that the Kabuliwala, surrounded by the crowd police, he has been going in front of the house of narrator. Mini, she was also there, and she was very happy to see Kabuliwala, and in her usual exclamation, mainly she started to call, oh Kabuliwala, Kabuliwala. And Rahman's face, he became very happy. His face lighted up. So he was very happy to see that little Mini. And but Mini, she was very surprised to see Kabuliwala, who has been surrounded by the people, who has been surrounded by crowd and police, and she didn't get the idea Kabuliwala has committed a crime. For that he has been arrested and he is going to police. She had no idea at all. So she mainly thought, usually in a marriage ceremony there will be a procession, bridegroom surrounded by some people, relatives, guests, they do go to the chowdhury, they do go to the hall. That is the procession. So ಮದುವೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹುಡುಗ ಅಥವಾ ಹುಡುಗಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಮೆರವಣಿಗೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರನ್ನು ಜನರೆಲ್ಲ ಸುತ್ತುವರೆದು ಮೆರವಣಿಗೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರನ್ನು ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಅದೇ ಒಂದು ಸೀನ್. ಕಾಬುಲಿವಾಲ ಒಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಜನರು ಅವನನ್ನು ಸುತ್ತಮುತ್ತ ಒಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಜನರಿದ್ರು. And she thought, by seeing all these things, by seeing that scene, Mini thought, okay, this Kabuliwala has been going where? Mainly to that father-in-law's house. And she had no idea father-in-law's house means jail. So immediately she mainly asked Kabuliwala, oh, are you going to the father-in-law's house? But for Rahman, father-in-law's house means jail. And of course he has been going to jail only. And he mainly told, just where I am going, little one. Then seeing that the reply did not amuse the child, he held up his fettered hands. Ali, he said, I would have thrashed that old father-in-law, but my hands are bound. But he mainly told, that is, since he is mainly going to father-in-law's house, that is to jail, he mainly to amuse her. So in this horrible condition, frightful condition, just he wanted to amuse, wanted to entertain that girl Mini. So mainly he told, yes, I want to thrash the father-in-law, that is, I want to beat the father-in-law, but what to do? My hands are bound, my hands are handcuffed. Thus, because of that murderous assault, on a charge of murderous assault, Rahman, he was sentenced to almost 8 years imprisonment. Thus time passed away, and in the course of time, Kabuliwala has been completely forgotten by most of the people, especially by narrator and Mini. So even though Mini, once upon a time, she was so close, and that Kabuliwala, he was the best companion, best friend to that Mini. But in the course of time, as she is growing up, she has completely forgotten, and now she had so many friends. So meanwhile, she had completely forgotten all those people and all those that her happy days, her sweet memories spent with that Kabuliwala. So and so much time indeed did she spend with them that she came no more as she used to do to her father's room. I was scarcely on speaking terms of with her. Thus years passed away, and it was once more autumn, and we had made arrangements for our Mini's age. So now Mini, she had come to the age of marriage, and being a father, being parents, it is the duty of parents to marry their daughter in a proper age. Thus, so Mini's marriage has been fixed, and especially during the puja holidays, that is during Navaratri time, during Durga time, Mini, she is going to be married. And here the writer, he writes he expresses one particular emotional sentence, that is, with Durga returning to Kailas, the light of our home. Who is the light of our home? Of course, Mini. So the light of our home also was to depart to her husband's house and leave her father's in the shadow. As already told, here in this particular sentence mainly tells the deep love between father and child. And of course, in the beginning itself, I told that this lesson mainly portrays the deep love between father and Mini, father and child, and one particular relationship that is mainly between Mini and the narrator. So here, that is, as the day time approaches, the time of Mini's marriage approaches, narrator feels very sad. That is, for him, it is very soon he is going to be departed from his daughters, to be separated from his daughter. It is unbearable. So it is very difficult for him to control his emotions. But he has to do his duty. Being a father, he has to do his duty. He has to marry his daughter to a proper person in a proper time. Thus, the marriage arrangements, they are going on in the house of that narrator. The morning was bright, and after the rains, there was a sense of ablution in the air, and the sun rays looked like pure gold. So bright were they that they gave beautiful radiance even to the sordid brick walls of our Calcutta lanes. So, and since early morning, the marriage, it is going to take place mainly that particular day's night. Usually in the northern side, the marriages, most of the marriages, they do take place mainly during night. So in our side, mainly morning, yeah, daytime, but in northern side, most of the time it is mainly during night. So that is morning, the marriage function, wedding function has been going on. Everybody, the people, relatives, guests, everybody have come to the gathered in that house, and everybody was very happy, and wedding pipes had been sounding, and at each beat my own heart throbbed. The wail of the tune Bhairavi seemed to seemed to increase my pain at the approaching separation. Yes, my Mini, a little Mini, now she is grown up. She is going to be married tonight. So it is so painful to think very soon the narrator, he is going to be separated from his daughter. So that pain, even though he has to tolerate, but he himself knows the pain one has to suffer whenever they are going to be separated from the children because of that marriage. So, okay, from early morning, noise, bustle had pervaded the house. In the courtyard, the canopy had to be slung on its bamboo poles. The chandeliers, that is, hanging holders, with a tinkling sound, must be hung in each room and veranda. There was no end of hurry excitement since most of the relatives, guests, everybody has uh, come gathered in that house. So much happiness, so much excitement. Everybody was so in a hurry. So, and everybody was so very busy. But this father, narrator, being a father, though everybody was very happy, excited, in a hurry, but this father, being a father, he has his own responsibility. So, sitting in his room, he is looking through the accounts. Accounts means the expenses, the which are going on for that marriage. Is till now this much money has been spent, and now next onwards he needs this much money. So, being a responsible father, he is mainly looking at the accounts. So that is mainly about the expenses. And at the time when the narrator was busy looking at the accounts, the expenses of the marriage, suddenly someone entered and gave a saluted him very respectfully. Even though it was Rahman, that is almost after a gap of 8 years, Rahman has returned. Rahman has come to the house of a narrator. So, in the course of 8 years, the narrator, he did not recognize him, mainly because the Kabuliwala, he had no bag, nor the long hair, nor the same vigor that he used to have, but only when he smiled. So, with that smile, the narrator recognized, yes, of course, he is Kabuliwala. And mainly he asked, okay, when did you come, Rahman? I asked. Last evening, he said, I was released from the jail. That is that word, from jail. That means this person, suddenly the narrator remembered everything. Yes, he was a criminal and he has been released from the jail. So the words, that is this Kabuliwala, he has been released from the jail. He was a criminal. For 8 years he was imprisoned. So all those words struck harsh upon my ears. I had never before talked with one who had wounded his fellow. Or the narrator very clearly says, till now he didn't talk with a person who was a criminal, who had been proved as a criminal and jail or imprisoned. And my heart shrank with itself when I realized this, for I felt that the day would have been better omened had he not turned up. So the narrator, as I already told, now he has been thinking himself only as a father, and being a father, he felt, yes, this Rahman, if he didn't come to his house, it would be very happy. He would be very happy. It would be a good omen, mainly because marriage is going on very soon. His little daughter Mini, she is going to be married. So in that happy occasion, a criminal, a person from jail has come to their house. So somewhat the narrator, though he is a writer, though he is a person with broad ideas, wide knowledge, but now he is only a father. Okay, thank you. Take care.